The views and opinions expressed in this program do not reflect the views and opinions of Lemonadio, the Parlour, or our affiliates. Please direct all complaints or concerns to info@13folds.com. Northeast Alternatives presents 13 Folds live on Lemonadio.com. Sponsored by Wonderland Smoke Shop and Northeast Alternatives and Terptown Throwdown. Featuring Dave Deth, Chris Hansen, Jess Salemi, and Eddie Bills with special guest Corey Silva. And now, here's David.
Are you ready?
Hi, I'm David.
Ready? Hi.
I'm David.
I'm ready.
David. I'm happy.
Welcome to 13 Folds Live on Lemonadio.com at the Parlour.
This is what depression looks like.
You know, I got the best fortune. Well, it's not the best fortune, but it's like I ate some Chinese food before we went
Dave,
online.
You're awesome, dude.
It said, you will
Big waves are coming, man.
experience small success, especially in romance. And
Is he talking about your penis?
I don't know, maybe. Hey, you know what? I'll take a little bit of a small amount of success.
I'll take some success. Whatever.
Small amount is still success.
It is.
You know?
It is. This guy once, he pulled down his pants in front of a hooker, and she said, "Who are you trying to please with that?" And he said, "Me."
So anyways, guys, welcome to 13 Folds Live. We have Corey Silva on the show with us tonight. He's going to be performing some of his original music. But before that goes on, let's just do a little quick rundown on what we got coming up, because we have we have some big stuff coming up. Actually, what do we have first, Jess?
So you don't want me to read all that?
Well, do you want to read it? I mean, I don't know.
Read it. You got the notes.
I see marijuana and psychedelics. I like that.
The White House Office of National Drug Control Policy is proposing to make it easier to study marijuana, psychedelics, and other Schedule I drugs by aligning the research registration process with that of substances in the less restrictive Schedule II.
Well, they can skip all that shit, because I've been studying this stuff for a long time.
I was just going to say, aren't you guys like experts by now?
We are. They could just call us.
Well, I mean, I find it's interesting.
Sorry.
I'm glad.
You're right.
That's why I gave you show notes, because I did want to talk about that, because it's a great step in the right direction.
It's just slow.
But it's so ridiculous if you want to treat it, the registration process, as if it's a Schedule II, then might as well just reschedule it. Make it a Schedule II drug then.
Go the way of Portugal and just legalize it all. You see, there's been this unfair war on drugs, and it hasn't been a war on drugs. It's been a war on the American people. It's basically, we all became suspect when Nixon started that war on drugs.
Yep.
You know, so we were the enemy.
And aren't like the other countries that made everything legal, aren't they doing better when it comes to opiate addiction and everything like that?
Yes, they are. They've actually had declines in opiate addiction and violent crimes, and it's
Right.
I mean, it's a step in the right direction in any instance. Even in this country, nobody has legalized rec and been like, oh my God, the sky's falling. It hasn't happened.
If you're a baby boomer and watching, I apologize first, but I gotta say we should get rid of some of those rich baby boomers and the rich before the baby boomers out of office. They're the ones impeding progress. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what it's all about, is just getting we have to get the right people in office.
When
that
I
are
was
on
a
side
kid,
with us.
when I was a kid, I was smoking grass, and I remember saying to my friends, "Don't worry, someday all those hippies from the '60s are going to be in government, and they'll eventually legalize it because
No, they
know
didn't.
it's bullshit."
They turn to yuppies.
I'll be honest. On the state level, they are doing it. So
Yeah.
you know,
they are.
it's only a matter of time before the federal government catches up. I mean, I don't know if they want us to pay off these debts, but I swear to God, if they legalized it, hey, we
I
could
mean-
probably pay down. There's a lot of people that smoke grass and have no way to get it.
And have no problem paying a little extra tax
know
to
a
be
guy-
able to get
Definitely.
it.
I know a guy that drove from like the southern border of Texas up to the northeast just to get some pot that was good, and I mean, drove back down. That's bullshit, America. You should be able to get drugs in your own town.
Now, Colorado has legalized mushrooms for not legalized it,
Portland did.
decriminalized.
Well,
Oregon.
Decriminalized.
Oregon did. I don't know.
Colorado did too. They
Awesome.
decriminalized it.
And that's all we need, really.
we
Decriminalize it all
decriminalized
right now.
pot in
A long
Rhode
time
Island.
ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You can carry up to an ounce, right?
It's funny. I
on
still
you.
see people putting pot in their trunks. It's like, dude, it's a ticket. You know, pay the fine and go get another bag.
Right.
So, and that's my point, though. It's I don't mind spending an extra 20% because it's an outrageous tax that they do.
Oh, I
have
do.
on
I
it.
will still go through the black market every time, but.
But if you didn't have the connects, you did. You know, it's like, remember being young and having to fucking.
Do I remember being young?
Having to run around all night trying to score
Yeah.
score a bag of weed.
Oh my God.
You
Yeah.
know, you'd have to.
I remember being like 14 years old in the back of a van and getting pulled over by Providence cops with all these kids in the van and them just yelling at us and scaring the shit out of us and then letting us go.
But that's
Please,
all they
sir.
need to do is legalize it, tax it, do what you want. You know, there are the people that
Just
are
tax
going to go
pot
to the
and
dispensaries.
not us.
Yeah, quit breaking up the home. Quit breaking up the home and the small family by putting people
Small
into prison
business.
for this.
Jeez.
It's
You know
Well,
ridiculous.
what
not
gotta
only
go
that though.
through?
Look at how many people are in prison still after we decriminalized weed, and they're still in there for the dumb. Like they
Well,
should
prison,
be out.
prison is like the worst form of population control I've ever
Right.
recognized. I mean, it's not like this COVID, because COVID is killing people and it is bringing down the population numbers. But if you think of all the people that are taken out of our population and put into that population
Right.
far away from us,
Right.
that is population control.
Yep.
And it's bad. It's unfair. You know what's undesirable about the potheads?
We're very.
They
lovable
eat all your
people.
food. You know, they,
We're very enjoyable people.
I mean, I'm going with cliche here, but I mean, it's foolish. It's foolish.
I mean, obviously, if it
No rich
wasn't
people
for,
ever invented anything worth a fucking damn.
If it wasn't for cannabis, there would not. DoorDash would not be as much of a success.
Or what is that other one?
It's the one in Providence. What is
the
that one in
Puff?
Providence? Puff. Yeah.
Puff Go Puff.
Yeah.
I get
Go
ice
Puff.
cream
I like
delivered.
Bill Hicks'
Don't I
routine
look
about
like
he thinks smoking weed should be mandatory.
I
Like
don't
empathy.
disagree.
Like
don't-
empathy
I don't
courses in
disagree.
elementary
Then
school.
his theory was that if
People don't
if
give a shit.
if cannabis was mandatory, everyone would stay home and order delivery. There'd be no traffic, just Domino's trucks on the road.
I'd like to think I would step it up more than Domino's.
Well, you might.
Well,
You might.
well,
I'll
back
settle
in
for
his day,
Domino's.
you
I was
know,
gonna say yeah.
in his
Domino's
day it was
probably
like what
good.
93 when he died or
Yeah.
killed himself or whatever it was.
R.I.P.
So
Did,
yeah,
he, did he kill himself?
No, I think he got sick.
He got sick and
Cancer, I think.
Cancer.
Okay, so coming up on September 17th, we're going to have Schism playing at platforms with Adrenaline, the Deftones tribute band, and Sode, the System of a Down tribute band.
I've seen System of a Down tribute band.
oh, yeah,
they're awesome.
I
Yeah.
used them at the
They're really good.
at the Wonderland Tea Party last
Yep,
year.
and I have them play in May. at platforms.
Yep.
Do you remember the Halloween party you had?
Which
Which
one?
one?
The one I was supposed to DJ, but I got so spun I couldn't.
Oh God, was
They
that
didn't
the
play
one?
that one, did they?
No, that was
'Cause I
the one in
wouldn't have
Mass,
remembered.
right?
No, that was in Rhode Island.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't. No, they didn't play that one.
Fucking Gweeds.
But Nobby and those guys, the kids that
Oh,
do
they
the
totally
Wu-Tang
covered.
year, they were supposed to play and got lit and couldn't perform. Like Nobby was just passed out on the couch.
That same night?
No.
Yeah.
On the red couch?
He
On the
probably
red
he
couch?
probably did the same juice I did.
Not on the
Yeah.
red couch.
Holy
I don't
shit.
remember the color
Yeah,
of the
that
couch.
one.
Yeah, that one. Ooh, no one
You
wants to
painted
lay on
that
that
shit,
red
right?
No one wants to
couch.
get
Stay
fall
off that
asleep.
couch.
What happened to have been at a swingers club?
Don't put your hands in that couch. Moving on. September 25th is Dropout Night. And
The
where is
last dropout.
and where is
night.
Dropout Night going to be?
Dropout night's gonna be here.
It's going to be here.
We're gonna pay tribute to John Tierney, who was my Dropout Night partner for the longest time, and we're gonna close this night down for good. And I'm not making cookies. I'm not.
No?
Gonna, nah, fuck that. It's gonna be too many people for a cookie. You know what?
Alright.
And I ain't. You know.
Maybe
I ain't
everyone
that.
should
People
bring
took-
cookies.
Let me
That
tell you
could-
what.
Everyone
Yeah,
bring your
why
own
don't you
cookies.
bring your own
Cookies.
shit because people took advantage over the years.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what? Dude, we would be playing on stage, and people would walk into our night and grab a cookie and just walk off. And if you wonder what the fuck I'm talking about,
They must have been some good
there
freaking
was some
cookies.
good cookies. They would go out of their way to take a pit stop, you know. And I let it happen. I was cool with it. John didn't appreciate it too much, you know. He would get
Yeah.
pretty irate, you know. He'd be like, "I don't know why you do that." And it's like, well, because I started it. It was something to
It was
do.
part of the night.
It was part of the night. It was like
So you
of the
hear
night.
it. Everybody
helped out the
bring your
music.
cookies.
Yeah, bring your
cookies.
For once, like,
I'm
don't
down.
make me have to cook that shit. I don't actually have an oven, or I would bake the cookies. Let's be honest. But you bring the cookies, and we're gonna have I have like 15 performers that night. I've got Jay Burnt, who used to sing for Kilgore.
Yep.
And he sings for the Orphans, the Mighty Orphans.
The Orphans. I don't know.
Or is it the Orphans? I might be just making up mighty, but they're quite mighty. I got Spaga coming down. Spaga used
That's
to
gonna
play
be
the
fun.
Cov when I was like a teenager. And John and I really looked up to him. He was always one of the most marvelous musicians around town. And I got to say, like, 20-something, 30-something years later, this guy is just off the chart. He's like from another planet. You know what I'm saying? Like, David Bowie, like, became Ziggy Stardust. You know, Spaga became
Spaga Hash.
fucking Spaga Hash. It was a good journey. I was glad to watch it and be part of it.
I haven't seen him in a while, so
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
he's
gonna
been,
be-
he's
I've
been
seen
down
him,
in
but I haven't seen him
Narragansett.
perform.
He's been doing a lot of
he was
performances
over
down in
in Block
Narragansett.
Island too.
Yep.
He's
He's
living
fun.
it up. He's just awesome, and it's going to be great. And he can play with anybody, so he'll probably be on and off that stage all night. And that's just the thing. Probably someone's getting shot or something. Maybe.
Well-
It's,
That's what it sounds like.
No,
But
that's fireworks.
thank you.
Gunshots happen a lot
Thank
faster
you.
than that.
Yeah,
Hey,
they're
listen,
usually
I'm from
followed
the
by
woods.
screams.
I don't know, dude. What if it was a really slow person shooting the gun?
Maybe.
You know, maybe he was really lit and he was like,
All right, so September
Providence
26th is the
finest.
big Vafangul with the Blue Notes playing. And that's at an
Blue
undisclosed.
Yeah, we don't disclose it, but you gotta hit us up or come down here and talk to us in person. So
I've
we
been
can
to
let
like
you know how
5
to
or
get
6
that.
of these things, and you have to.
Undisclosed.
You
that
have to
means,
hit us up
that means you
because-
come naked, right?
Yes,
No,
no clothes.
no. But if you want to come to
Please
a
don't
pajama
have these
jamma,
people. No,
you
no,
can
please
wear whatever you sleep
please
in.
have your clothes on.
But you need to come to one of these.
Oh, yeah,
I
and this
swear to
is
God,
our-
they're phenomenal.
This is our big Italian feast, so
So they can't really fuck that up.
yeah. It's
Are we gonna have
it's gonna be
meatballs?
awesome. Yes.
And chicken parm.
We're doing meatballs and sausage in a traditional sauce, and then we're
Are we
doing
what
gonna make
else?
our own sausage?
chicken marsala,
infused?
Okay.
and we're doing shrimp scampi. Land, air, and sea, baby. And we're doing bruschetta for appetizers and baked stuffed mushrooms.
And a nice big salad.
Yeah, we'll have a nice big antipasta,
An antipasta.
and we're gonna do limoncello for dessert.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
And it's Jonathan's birthday. The guy who helps me cook all these
I
things.
love Jonathan. He's a sweetheart.
So yeah, he demanded limoncello. So dude, it's gonna be bomb.
I mean,
it's always bomb.
I swear it's really good.
I won't be. I won't
Really
be. I
is.
will not be here for that. I'll be in New York
If it was
City.
shit, I would
New
tell
York
you.
City.
I wouldn't even lie.
I'm going to New York for my birthday.
New York City.
Yeah, my birthday's on the 23rd, so I'm going to be there for like 5 days.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, that's
you
awesome.
can't go for one night.
Yeah, that's
No,
awesome. Thanks,
no.
Jess.
If
You're
anybody's
welcome.
never been in New York, you can't go for one night.
I'm going
You
with
wanna go
Kimmy.
for
Me
one
and
night,
Kimmy
but
are
you
going.
stay for a week.
Just the two of us.
Yeah, you
Oh
and Kimmy.
God.
Me and Kimmy are going to Manhattan.
You girls
Watch
are
out,
gonna
New
like
York.
wind up on a TV show.
There's a
or
movie about that, isn't there?
Cops. What you gonna do?
So
yeah, so
anyway.
we're celebrating my birthday at the Schism show.
Oh, okay. So that's the celebration. Then you're ditching
Then you're
me for the
ditching us
party.
for
Put
New
them out.
York.
Put them out.
And we're gonna have to run this shit ourselves.
I mean, you guys do a pretty good job when I'm not here.
I don't know.
You do
I'm
great.
talking
I'm
about
gonna
the
be hanging
dinner.
on to the
Oh, you're talking
springs
about the
of our
dinner?
tires.
Talking about the dinner.
Maybe I could give you a fill-in person.
Okay, we'll take a fill-in. So yeah, we got we're doing this live on YouTube, guys. So if you get a chance, go.
Yeah, subscribe to our YouTube channel, 13 Folds Live. Check us out and like us on Facebook or Instagram.
Or don't like us.
No,
Shout out
definitely
to,
thumbs
do.
down.
Shout out to
If you don't
Lucas
want to, but-
Scherzer. We got someone in the comments who said they're up the road. They could also hear the fireworks.
Oh, okay. Well,
Don't
See,
make
we're
fun
not
of us,
losing our
dude.
mind.
keep
We
us
did say
updated, Lucas.
gunshots, but that's because people at home don't know any better.
They're like, oh yeah, these guys doing this show out in the hood.
Yeah, they're in the hood. All right. We've got a hood above our heads.
And don't forget, the Parlor has every Monday we have reggae night down here. And every Tuesday night we're doing 13 Folds Live. Every Wednesday night we have Steve Donovan is down here on Wednesday nights. Isn't that right, Eddie?
That's right. Wednesday night open mics
So that's
with
Wednesdays.
Spooky Steve. An artist came down last week by the name. He went by Dr. Gasp. And he did like a Monster Mash cover, and he had that like spooky deep voice down pat, and he kept pointing to his assistant, Spooky Steve.
All right.
That was a lot of fun.
Awesome.
And then
Yeah, you gotta come down.
Fridays we have karaoke every Friday. And then is there anything going on this Saturday here? I don't.
Yes,
What's going on Saturday? Here?
show.
All right, and there will be music here Saturday
There
as well.
is a show.
There's live music every Thursday and Saturday. Actually, sometimes Thursday we do techno DJs, which is cool if you want to dance for like.
This week,
You
I think
know,
we got
5
a
Oh yeah,
hours.
this week, Dan Rourke, right?
Dude, I want to.
I don't know.
I want to sit and dance for like 2 hours straight, have like 4 drinks, and then do it again.
Yeah.
And this is the kind of night you can do that. You know what I'm saying? You want to get your sweat on. You want to
Then
get
you come down
you want to get all
Thursdays.
freaky. You know, you can do it.
But yeah, tonight, guys, if you
Better
can,
on drugs.
come down here, be a part of the studio audience. Another packed house here at the Parlor, and we're gonna have Corey up here soon to play some music for you guys.
Corey Silva's here tonight.
Yeah, it is
Sylvia? Silva.
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 And
I
he's
knew what it
got
was.
some
I don't know why I
some
questioned
songs to play for us.
He
Yeah,
does.
he's got some
He's got a
originals.
sweet voice. He's a good songwriter.
And he's been here. He's been in
I'm
the
happy
area
to have
for a
him.
while, man.
He's been around longer than I have.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always remember.
Definitely.
He's been around. You know what? He used to play. We're gonna talk to him, of course.
Yeah, let's-
But,
Mm-hmm.
you know, so yeah, we'll save the spoilers for after.
So
After later.
So
But-
before we put Corey on, just one last time, I want to thank our sponsors, Northeast Alternatives, our premier sponsor. You guys hook us up everything that we do, and we appreciate the support. You guys, we couldn't do any of this without you. Also, Wonderland Smoke Shop, and our newest sponsor, Turptown Throwdown. I mean, we had such a good time, and we worked so well
Oh,
together for Turptown
What
Throwdown.
a wonderful festival to bring people together so that you could learn. It was a learning experience for me,
Yeah.
honestly. I learned a lot.
What did you learn?
There ain't no champagne in the
learned how to
champagne room.
We learned the perfect dosage.
We learned the perfect dosage.
I went to one of your events and they had the Puffco,
Yeah.
you know, so it was like the Puffco Pro, which I bought the Peak. I gotta say, man, I love it. I use it every day.
The Peak,
The Peak, the Puffco Peak.
Does
All
our,
right.
does our sponsor
all right.
Wonderland Smoke Shop carry Puffco?
I believe
I
he
hope so.
does.
Yes.
I
if you
wanna
want to
know-
check out a Puffco.
Go
Do they
down to
carry-
Wonderland Smoke Shop in Westwood. That's Warwick, Rhode
It's
Island.
Warwick, Rhode Island.
Let's
Yeah, right
look
by
at me, I'm
It's
like,
right near Rhode Island
Do
Mall.
they carry steamrollers
Across from the
there?
Wendy's.
Oh yeah.
I want a steamroller.
Dunkin'
Dude,
Donuts
he's
is
got-
next door.
They
He's
make the
got so
best
much
hash
cool
pipes.
shit.
Just
at
keep doing
Wonderland.
that hand motion in front of the camera. I want to get that recorded.
So
They're
anyways,
very steamroller.
moving on, boys.
Before, can we not give me 1 second?
Oh,
'Cause
God.
Wonderland.
Can we do,
I went there
can we
to
do,
Wonderland.
Like, balls on my chin or like.
I went to
Nuts on
Wonderland.
your chin.
This isn't FaceTime. I went to Wonderland, and he has this laser beam bong. Like you put the weed in a bowl, and I can't remember what it's
It's
called.
got a laser.
And it heats up the
How
weed
Back to
with
the
the
Future.
laser, and like it does all kind. It's like
Oh,
a
I've seen
performance.
something like that. I've seen it for a
badass.
dab rig too. I've seen that before.
You know what I would name a bong with laser beams?
No.
Dr. Evil.
Dr. Evil.
I want a dab
Okay.
machine that blows me. All my friends are dead. I'm sorry.
Also,
It's early.
I
We're
do
gonna have
have
fun
one.
tonight.
I do have one thing. I have one.
All right,
thing.
one
One
last thing, then we're gonna put Corey on.
I want to adopt an elephant.
Tell that to my kid Maximus and see what he says.
We're
You'll
gonna
love it.
adopt
You'll
an
love his
elephant.
response.
We're gonna adopt an elephant. 13
13
Folds
Folds.
is gonna adopt an
I can
elephant.
just give you the trunk.
That's a lot. That's sort of what Maximus says.
Without further ado,
So, thanks to our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
All right, guys. Corey, how are you doing over there? You almost ready, buddy?
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right, so everybody, we're going to let Corey play some music for you, and then we're going to come back and talk to him. And you're listening to 13 Folds live at the Parlour on Lemonadio, on award-winning Lemonadio.com.
You can never have too much love. It'll light you up like a bulb. Gonna feel like love at the end of a long hard day. The end of a long hard day. You can never have too much funk in your set. You can never have too much funk in your step. You can always have too much punk rock bullshit going on for a deep zone. I take my soul alone. You can never have too many friends in the world we're living in. You can never have too much. Just spend it all on yourself. Oh, get the risk of your head. Let your soul get dead. You can never have too much suits for your monkey. You can never have too much hope for a junkie. Man, the dope ain't got him till the dope's got him in his grip. As long as his heart's beating, man, he's still got a reason to pray. As long as he's still breathing, man, you still got a soul to save. And you still got a soul to save. You can never have too much love, and there's so much hate. You can never have too much healing when there's so much pain. You can never You can never have too much trade in the market. You can never have too much change in your pocket, man. If you don't want to rock it, you can just give it away. You can just give it away. You can never have too much treasure in your chest. It's worth more than all the worldly wealth. You can never have too much money. Let's just spend it all on yourself. Gain it at the risk of your head. Or let your soul get dead. And I tell you that money is the root of all evil, man. But I bet you ain't never seen them give it away. They steal and save yours up for rainy days. And just complain about the weather. Self-deception is forever. And they tell you that the problem's all capitalism. Then what about your religion? Well, it makes your sister want to kill herself. Ain't it the art that helps? And you can never have too much love when there's so much hate. And you can never have too much healing when there's so much pain. You can never have too much love when there's so much hate. You can never have too much healing when there's so much pain. And your love just like a silk glove. And your love it's like a silk glove. It's like a silk glove. It's like a silk glove. And when you're feeding the beast out on Bedford Street, I know the man to see. He's chasing fantasy. That when you're feeding the beast out on Bedford Street, and when you lose the beat, I know the man to see. Why you got that long look on your face? I heard you was a charming lad. Why you going on up bad things? You're worried that you never had. When all you need is a blade, ain't you a hard young man with a strumpet hand? You don't need to fear the chase, he needs a taste. And when you're feeding the beast out on Bedford Street, I know the man to see, selling fancy. When you're feeding the beast out on Bedford Street, and when you lose the beat, I know the man to see. Why you got that sad song on your tongue? You shouldn't hide that smile. Why you going on about your man and all the secrets that he heard? get your man, 'cause you're a big girl now. Gonna show you how you don't need to spot your face. You just need a taste that when you're feeding the beast out on Bedford Street. I know the man to see, selling fantasy. When you're feeding the beast out on Bedford Street, if you lose the beat, I know the man to see. Must be something in the way you talk, and I never know just what to say. I must have felt luckier that day. Let's fuck, I said. You turned your head and you told me you've been waiting all day night. 'Cause I'm not any even new frustration. Just talking about your situation. Sleeping on your own and waiting by the phone. Just let me smoke your cigarettes and you can use me just for sex. And I don't mind, I don't mind, well, I don't mind at all. I don't mind at all. Must be something in the way you talk, and I never know just what to say. I must have felt luckier that day. Let's fuck, I said. You turned your head and you told me that you've been waiting all your life. And you've been all my life. 'Cause I don't like the institution. For the institution, waiting by the phone. All alone. Someone say I need some help. Only out to see myself, but if you inside, tell me that you feel it too, and I'll serve me. I'll serve me. I'll serve you. I'll serve you. I'll serve me. Was that 15 minutes? That was a wild guess. I did the math in my head.
So, are we back on? There we are. So, oh, no, what was that?
That's dope. Can I
Oh,
jam to that
yeah,
later?
that's a little bit of Greg Sherrod to fucking break things up. So,
What did I do? I don't know.
I don't know, man. Who hit that button? Maybe I karate
Spontaneously
chopped
happens.
No, I hit the button. I totally hit the
But I
button.
mean,
Yeah.
that's a cool
That's
button
what
to have.
happens. This is, the edibles start to kick in, the drinks start to kick in over here.
well, see, that's
and
the
I'm
thing.
dealing with two children sitting
You
next
guys have
to
a
me.
jazz
Don't
button?
touch it.
Random jazz button.
You know
Right
what?
next to the jazz cabbage.
Jazz Cabbage has struck again.
So we're gonna be right back to talk to Corey about his music. But first,
About his life.
we're gonna do a word from our sponsors. You're listening to
Meaning of it
13
all.
Folds
Don't
Live.
touch that button.
No, you don't want me to touch it?
No.
Oh man, all right, never mind then. I'm not gonna
Jazz
touch it.
button.
I'm not doing nothing.
Wait.
All right, so we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk to Corey.
Once upon a time when I was young and cool,
So
I
Corey.
used to smoke grass before high school.
Yeah, see, we got a little. That's the problem. Is I started drinking before we ate the edibles tonight. So
Oh,
now
you ate your edible after.
Yeah.
Usually when people have dates with me, they do drink heavy before they.
Yeah.
Dude, this kid's got nothing but excuses. We're fine. Don't worry about it, Corey.
We got this, Corey.
I have a poll in the
All right, hit
middle
the
of
jazz
our,
button.
our
Hit the
shit,
button. Hit
and,
the button.
Oh, wait a minute. I got to hit the jazz button now. Anyways, you're listening to 13 Folds Live on
About to go.
Lemonadio.com at the Parlour. Waka waka.
Northeast Alternatives is Massachusetts' most awarded medical and adult use dispensary, located in Fall River, Mass. Now serving adults 21 plus from all states with a valid ID. Visit their shop at 999 William S. Canning Boulevard, Fall River, Mass. Or visit their website at anyalternatives.com to see their full menu.
Wonderland Smoke Shop carries all of your e-cig, hookah, and tobacco products, as well as an assortment of imported and fine cigars. There is also a vast selection of rigs, mods, and glass for the connoisseur in you. Wonderland is a great smoke shop for all of your needs. With great prices, great service, and family atmosphere. From special orders to new products, their honest and trustworthy staff will exceed all your expectations. Visit Wonderland Smoke Shop in Warwick, Rhode Island at 666 East Ave. Don't forget to follow them on Facebook and tell them 13 Fold sent you.
Lemonadio.
Did you ever hear of anyone smoking dried mushrooms? What? Oh, nothing. Skip it.
Providing relief from dry mouth since 2020.
Tell me who it is, damn it. You got 5 seconds to tell me who the hell this is.
Lemonadio.
Welcome back to 13 Folds Live at the Parlour on Lemonadio.com. We are here with Corey Silva, and we are doing take 2. This is take 2.
Welcome back. Take 2.
All right, so we've
Corey, how you doing, brother?
I couldn't be better.
You're fantastic, you know. You're fantastic, buddy. So, Corey, where'd you grow up? Where are you from?
I was born in Pawtucket, but
The Bucket, nice.
We didn't actually live ever. I didn't actually ever live there. I grew up in Fall River originally.
all right.
And then we moved out to the suburbs when I don't know.
Fall River.
third
Are
grade.
you from a Portuguese family?
Half? Yeah,
Half, cool.
My dad's Portuguese.
It's a very Portuguese area over there. They have awesome food and
Oh my God, so many good
festivals and,
restaurants.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I mean, it's
it's
not,
a tough
it's not exactly
it's a tough
Paris.
neighborhood too.
yeah.
You know, like growing up, that must you know.
I mean, it's not New Bedford.
I don't know. Actually,
Nowhere is New Bedford.
you know what the
It's
nice
on
thing?
that side of the river.
It's like they're very identical, like sister cities, but at least New Bedford has a little bit of culture to it. They restored that theater. you
Yeah.
know. They got that downtown. Where
Well, see, they were trying to
cobblestones.
do that in Fall River. I remember a while
They-
back.
They had a
and
23-year-old mayor. though.
They
It
have the
didn't-
boat to, you know, Jaws Island, Amity Island. So
It's just like it's.
I like
Martha's
Fall
Vineyard.
River. There's some cool shit in Fall River, man.
I mean, I have a
I played there
sentimental
a few
attachment
times.
to it.
Yeah.
You know, because of being a kid there and everything. And I moved back there in my 20s and stuff, but.
and Northeast Alternatives is in Fall River, so you know
It's
we
true.
gotta represent.
Canned Heat, man, that brewery out there is dope. Have you been to that brewery?
No.
We should go check it out sometime, man.
I'm totally down. Unfortunately, I developed some kind of like malt. I'm guessing. I didn't go to a doctor. I can't drink beer or Mike's Hard Lemonade or anything. I've narrowed it down to I think malt is the common ingredient in all the things that I can't drink.
We could find out for sure if we went to that apothecary down the street and had a malt
Apothecaries
milkshake.
still exist? I thought that was like a 19th century thing.
No,
It
there's
is.
one here.
No,
They
there's one
actually
in-
It is.
deliver
But-
There's one in Wakefield too.
I seriously
But
had no idea that was
they
still a
opened
thing.
one up on North Main Street, and they have like the whole. If you ever saw A Wonderful Life, it's like the ice cream, the stools by the counter, and the ice cream and the milkshakes and stuff. But they have malt
shit.
shakes. We could go have one and see if you react. I'll save you, dude.
Yeah, I'm game. What, you know, I mean,
do this.
I'll save you,
know,
but not
okay.
right now. We'll continue our interview here. Fall River, baby.
Fall River, like 100 years ago, Fall River was like one of the richest towns in America. So
True
it's
that.
like a massive, like,
Lizzie Borden lived there.
big difference, you know?
Didn't
know?
they just sold the Lizzie Borden house?
Be careful of that axe.
Yeah, actually, I lived at one point real, like, right there. Same block.
Had you ever felt any supernatural
Not there.
mojo? No, not there. Not there, but
Not in Fall
other
River.
other places though, right?
Yeah.
We'll talk about ghosts later. We will. We have to.
I mean,
Now, when did you get involved with the Providence music scene here?
well, I mean, like, I played in Providence in my 20s, but not much, and definitely not involved in the scene. I didn't really start getting involved with the music scene in Providence, even though I've been playing since I was 15, until I was about like 33. I started hanging out at Spot.
The Madcap crowd and.
Well, it was actually pre-Madcap. It was
All right.
still Dropout Night at that point, and
Yeah.
Creation Tuesday. Creation Tuesday was the first thing, and it was just a random thing. I worked. My brother's college roommate's friend was one of the owners. I think Blanchett.
All right.
Kevin.
Yeah. So some
Definitely a manager or something. He was like their books guy or I don't know.
Yeah, something. And somehow
He was
I got
important.
connected to him. Yeah, right. And that's
Good
why
guy.
I got connected to him for some business. I don't know if they were like looking for us to do consulting work for them. I can't remember what it was, but for some reason I had to go there and meet him. So I just like went there and met him. He took me back to the office, and it was the spot.
Yeah. It's wild.
Yeah.
Actually,
I miss the spot.
he is the reason why Dropout Night ended there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he pissed Big John off one night with he had I was on stage and I was having what you would call like the set, where
yeah.
where the mic just worked, everything's like going off
Feeling
and
it.
people are like in their seat, and he ran across the room with like two chicks on his back.
Kevin did?
Yeah.
I can picture.
That's
I'm watching.
impressive.
I'm
I
watching
couldn't hold
this
two
right
women on my
now.
And
back.
they just made such a racket in the middle. John Tierney stood up and just screamed at him from his chair. Was just like, what the fuck? Just like went off. I can't believe you call
no.
yourself, because they were really into the musicians and the scene. Yeah, it was,
Yeah.
dude, it was Monday. It wasn't like that big a deal. I didn't get that offended by it. I
Right,
thought it,
right. They
I
were just
thought it was
having fun.
But
Yeah.
He seemed
John
to
was
take things
like,
really seriously. Yeah.
sometimes.
John
I
was
didn't
in
know
that
him. I didn't know
sometimes.
him personally, but just seeing him from a distance, you could tell that it was
He
like
was
his
intense,
church.
dude. He was fun. Yeah, music was everything. So, we stopped playing there. But yeah, Kevin's the one that got you in there. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was. Again, it wasn't even about music. It was just about some kind
Yeah.
of business shit, and we were just bullshit in the office. And then I started,
And you're like, oh, by the way,
had
I
a
kick
drink.
ass.
and I started hanging out there, and I ran into people I'd grown up with, like Bill Ferry was in the house band on Tuesday nights, and I had grown up with him. So one thing led to another, and then I just almost everybody that I know pretty much was through the spot or through
Sure.
somebody spider-webbed out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before that, I was just in bands that played like by themselves all night at biker bars. It was a racket, you know what I mean? The local cocaine dealer would go with us, and so everybody follows the cocaine dealer. So we would pack every place and take the door, and it was just like a money-making racket.
So is that how I get people to my shows?
That's
right.
how the mob got
So hit
into
us on
entertainment.
Facebook if you are a cocaine dealer and want
No,
to help
no,
us.
I wasn't.
If you want to help,
No. We're trying to help our shows right
Oh
now.
yeah. No, I wish I had one on hand nowadays.
Yeah, you were in a group with Jody.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Eric.
Yeah, that was one of the groups. That was the group that really benefited from that racket, because after that band, the station fire had happened, and they started enforcing the code on the you couldn't just pack 250 people into a 90 person room, But
We had to do so much work at the living room after that to turn it over. Yeah. I was playing the station every Tuesday with Bonus Herd.
oh, I really,
My
I
friends
never played
Tom
there.
Lanigan. You know what? I could stand on it just to show you how absolutely ridiculous this was. And I don't know if anybody knew this, but I could stand on stage and I could touch the ceiling with my hand.
Jesus.
And they shot sparkles 14 feet in the air, dude. And I could
And
touch
it's not
it there.
14 feet.
And it's
Right.
like
Right.
foam. It was foam. It was literally a no-brainer, and it was the dumbest thing. As a sound guy, it was the dumbest thing that could have ever happened. And how it happened, I get it, because those bands can be pressuring. They've been to the big time, You're either on your
Right.
way up or your way down.
Right.
They were on their way down.
And they were just like, no, we gotta. Our fans expect the pyrotechnics,
Right.
Randy never did pyrotechnics. He allowed an explosion once when the Impotent Sea Snakes played, and it smelled like sex in our club for like 2 weeks. So he didn't do anything else like that again.
Yeah, the smell of sex is terrible if you're not having sex.
Yeah. So you were in a band.
You're not wrong.
You were in a band with
Hey.
Jody around that time. That was
Yes.
like 2003 or 2, right?
2002.
2002.
That band started in 2002 and it ended in 2004. But she
She
quit
joined
in
my band
2003.
after that.
Yes, exactly.
Her and I were in a band together, the
Yeah.
Signal to Noise.
That was the first band she was in. I had known Jody since 6th grade.
No
like
shit.
we had been like
Well-
we were in the same group of friends, high school. Like I had no idea she sang at all, and we were like 22 already by this point, and I just happened to be hanging out with her, and I was like, yeah, we really need a female vocalist, because like, the part of the racket was that we lied and said we were a Grateful Dead tribute band to get in the door, and then we just started off with a few Dead tunes. The place would fill up, and then we play whatever we wanted, and originals and stuff. But so we needed, and plus all my originals are intended to be sung with a co-female vocalist. Like they're all of them supposed to be that way. So I was just talking about that with her, and she's like, "I can sing," and I'm just like, "Yeah, I'm sure you can sing, Jody." Because like Jody's she has like a million interests.
Yeah.
She does like a million things. You know what I mean? And I was
Yeah.
like, "Of course you can sing too, Jody. Come on."
Girl follows through though.
Oh my God!
Holy shit.
How stupid did I feel when I was like, "All right, I'll bring you to practice. I don't want to be rude." I was like, there's no way I just never heard of this girl being involved in music in any way, shape, or form since the 6th grade. And she's like, actually knows. And she was like, goddamn Linda Ronstadt. We all melted into puddles on the floor, and just like, okay, you're in the group. And she didn't, I never wrote a single harmony for her. She just,
And you
off the
figured
top
out
of her dome, she just knew how to harmonize.
you figured out why sailors didn't have women on their ship. Man, I'll tell you.
That was awesome. That was great work. It was like about a year she lasted before the whole circus was too much for her, understandably. It was a circus.
rock and roll, especially in those years. I mean, this is anything before 2014 was like pre-cancel culture, and
Right.
Oh, yeah.
shit was just not right in some places at some points and sometimes.
Absolutely. And just,
It's hard, especially
drugs
for a woman.
everywhere.
Drugs
it's
everywhere.
Just, it was
More
it was
drugs
no hard
than,
feelings.
More drugs than sex. You know what? That's the one
I
thing
don't
that
know.
pissed me off
That
about
sounds
that
really
Motley,
sad.
Motley Crue movie. Well,
For most of the
guys
guys in the
for
band.
it.
Really
But
sad.
That Motley Crue movie, I was watching that. I was like, God damn it, because I did a lot of
See,
partying, but
I
man,
don't
I
rem-
should have fucked more.
I don't remember a lot of
I fucked
2000
enough, but I should
to
have fucked more.
2015 or
You can never fuck too
2014.
much, right?
Except that was awesome.
Sorry,
the,
folks.
the Providence scene was insane.
Oh,
in that
sure it
time.
was. You were having a ball. You were having a ball. I remember.
You have 5 kids.
Yeah. There was
Five.
He's like
there
old
was
dirty
sex and
B.
drugs, I think.
5, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old dirty bastard right there, man.
Yeah, but how many
ODB.
mothers?
Fucking
10. 10
5
mothers.
kids with 10 mothers.
5 kids, 10 mothers. I
No,
don't
you
know
can't
how it
ask a
happened.
question like that's asking a girl how old she is. Come on. Not on live.
Fair enough.
Not on Lemonadio.
No, speaking of which, yeah, we gotta take a quick break. Yeah, we gotta let Corey play some music, man. We've been
Corey.
Corey plays and then we
Corey, I
so
can't wait
much
to talk
fun
more
to
to you.
talk.
We're going to get into the songwriting, everything. All right?
Word.
Yeah, give us something good, baby.
All right, here's some Corey Silva. You're listening to 13 Folds live at the Parlour on Lemonadio.com.
Northeast Alternatives word.
Whoop, whoop.
It's hard to deny once you lock yourself into a box. It's even harder to supply once you tie yourself and go to your knots. Hey, you can sweep beneath the carpet and bread the bees to stop calling shots. Praying for rain, 'cause it's an existential pain. Try to smile between the ruts, puff your chest while you rip out your guts. Where'd you learn to strut like that, boy? Walking with a monkey on your broken back. Waltzing straight into the same old train. While you're under attack, God only knows what you're after with your head up in the raft this boy, maybe you're drilling holes. Nothing seems to matter when you're playing shoots and ladders with your soul. Well, you used to count your blessings, you always wound up resting yourself, playing second guessing, playing second guessing game. Well, your peace of mind shattered, your pride to rip out and bruise, rip out and bruise. Gambling in your old brown shoes, George. Handing away everything you got to lose. For an empty suit and a chance to shoot and a chance to shoot. Well, you never had somebody love you with nothing again. But you never found no lover that you could not tame. Well, it's an existential. It's an existential. And don't it get awful hard to play your cards close to the vest with an existential hole inside your chest. The wicked get no rest, just a weary head. You probably won't even sleep till you are dead. You gotta hurt so bad. You can taste it. So much you gotta chase it. It ain't everything you got to lose or gain or fade and frayed and tangled up in this old game. Dead's old game, and it pops old game. Say they didn't warn you, it's all in the game. You can't say they didn't warn you. And it pops old game, and yet you're just another pawn to blame and replace. Round our way they lace the ambition with fake shape, lace the ambition shape. And you can't say they didn't warn you, it's all in the game. You can't say they didn't warn you. Something's always missing when you're mugging fate and kissing the past. You're on some low-bottom skag, smoking fags with an oxygen mask. Well, you think you're hardly living till you push that shiving fast. You push the shiving fast. You think you got it sussed out like a grown-ass man. You're gonna fall down on your own sword like a noble patrician. Hell, that's a noble plan for a noble man. 3-boy stand. But you're just a plebeian, weak and weary plebeian. And macho muse get bothered when you ain't playing cops and robbers with that lead role gas, with that lead role gas. She's got a long black jacket and an ice cold mask, blue wax paper packets hidden in the back of a fake leg cast, of a fake leg cast. Stolen eyes in the back of your head, silly boy, you're still gonna wind up dead when they get in the red. The wicked have no friend, only witnesses and new accomplices come clean up your mess. And if you're a man of God, best confess, for the chance has fled. Because you're just, and you're just another bum, and you'll never see them coming till you lost your head. Man, they sure don't show the plumbing to the dirty plebs just bred in circuses. That's how that beast gets fed. Herding stray cats into the lion's den. Nothing else matters, just like in the slammer, to the glasses that shatter, the size of your hammer and your aim and range. Or your aim and range. And nothing ever changes. The cops are just rearranging faces like chairs on the deck of the Titanic. Of the Titanic. Whether you're a hustler, drive or muscle for the killing, Johnny Vinny, we all gotta earn our livings in the same old game. It's the same old game. You can't say they didn't want you, but ain't it all a drag? Ain't it all a drag? Fiends will rally around a fag if you put it on a bag with a skull and bow. Where'd you learn to strut so gracefully? Mrs. Jones walking with a monkey on your broken bed. Walking with a monkey on a broken bed. Slow dancing with each sweetheart. Attack. Daddy stopped to say before he went away the last time with a smile. He said, son, if you really want to feel it, if you really want to feel it, take it all at once. Take it all at once. 'Cause then you really feel it. Then you really feel it. it's hard to deny it once they're crying on your coffin, son.
Northeast Alternatives is Massachusetts' most awarded medical and adult use dispensary, located in Fall River, Mass. Now serving adults 21 plus from all states with a valid ID. Visit their shop at 999 William S. Canning Boulevard, Fall River, Mass. Or visit their website at anyalternatives.com to see their full menu.
Wonderland Smoke Shop carries all of your e-cig, hookah, and tobacco products, as well as an assortment of imported and fine cigars. There is also a vast selection of rigs, mods, and glass for the connoisseur in you. Wonderland is a great smoke shop for all of your needs. With great prices, great service, and family atmosphere. From special orders to new products, their honest and trustworthy staff will exceed all your expectations. Visit Wonderland Smoke Shop in Warwick, Rhode Island at 666 East Ave. Don't forget to follow them on Facebook and tell them 13 Fold sent you.
Lemonadio.
Did you ever hear of anyone smoking dried mushrooms? What? Oh, nothing. Skip it.
Providing relief from dry mouth since 2020.
Tell me who it is, damn it. You got 5 seconds to tell me who the hell this is.
Lemonadio.
4, 3, 2, 1.
This is 13 Folds live at the Parlour on Lemonadio.com.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, September 4th, what was it, Saturday?
It was.
It was
That was
Slurp.
the Slurp show, right?
It was the X-Boy. I mean,
Z-Boys.
X-Men.
The
Z-Boys.
X-Men playing as the Z-Boys. They're
Yeah.
really X-Men. They're superheroes.
Greg is in that band.
Oh, yeah?
Killer guitar player.
Oh, he was phenomenal.
He's a
Yeah.
killer guitar player.
Awesome
He had a
performer.
band called the Bomboleros that used to play Dropout Night on the deck, and I loved them. He's been in a lot of good shit. He's freaking awesome. But the Z-Boys opened up.
Yeah. We need to get them on the show, Jess.
We have Zygmunt coming on.
All right.
I think it would be cool to get Slurp on the show. Slurp headline.
It's
that.
very hard to get Slurp on the show because his horns they all live in Connecticut, and Rory
all
works Tuesday
deviled.
nights.
Does he?
He does.
Yeah, we might have to pre-record a show with them. They said
I'm
they'd be
sure we
down
could
to
do that. We could
I'd
do
say the
that with
place
them.
might be a little more packed if you can get Slurp.
We could.
Right?
We could probably play like video of them, pre-record the show,
And still
just
have a bigger audience.
show you a
than I
video.
am.
Come watch the video.
People don't know what they're missing, though, Corey.
Maybe
so
we
you know
like
what?
once
They're
a month.
missing out.
Maybe once every other month we could do like a super radio show on like a Saturday and have a killer band. We couldn't set up like this. We might have to set up in the corner, but
Yeah.
Well,
we can make it
eventually
work.
we'll have a studio upstairs. All this could be upstairs while the madness happens down here.
And it will be madness.
And
yeah.
the cameras will be like installed in
Joel is
Right into
very
the ceiling.
more intelligent places.
jowl.
So that show was awesome.
It was great. I had a lot of fun. Brian was absolutely amazing on lights. He did a wonderful job.
He's an awesome lighting guy.
Flawless.
All right. So then, what do we got coming up after that? There's
So on September 11th, we have Edema is taking the stage for Providence Rock Day at Fett Music Hall in Providence, with special guests Flaw, The Odd Even, and Joint Damage. This is an all-ages show, all-day show. All day.
Heavy.
all
This
day,
is an all ages, all day show.
That's the way metal
Say it
shows
again.
roll, man. You get a metal show, you got to start it at like noon.
Right, and most of them need to bring their children with them.
Yeah. Because you
So-
want your kids to be able to get out their
Do the
aggression.
kids go to
Exactly.
the
Oh,
metal?
yeah, man. Go to a mosh pit. Let
Yeah.
it. Let
They're
loose
Why
a little
not?
recruiting.
bit.
You get them those
Go to
noise
bed.
can- you
Recruiting
get them
children.
those earmuffs,
See, I never
and you
had
just
those.
throw them into a
Down.
pit
I never
and
had
let them have
those.
it.
We
Have
should
at
put a
it.
warning on for this. Like,
It's
do
not-
not take the advice of the host.
It's
when
not
parents-
new metal, right?
The views and opinions expressed on the show do not
Yeah, we
reflect
do.
the
We
views
put
and
a warning
opinions
out
of
by
before the
all.
show.
anyone sane or anything legitimate.
This is for entertainment purposes only.
So go to fetmusic.com for a full list of bands and more details. I can't hold myself. It's so funny.
Oh, my friends are
Friday,
dead.
September 17th, will be a night of tributes at Platforms Dance Club featuring Tool tribute band Schism, with special guests Sewed, a System of a Down tribute band, New England's own. They have that on their Facebook page now.
Oh,
Sewed.
And Adrenaline,
S-O-A-D.
which is a Deftones tribute band.
That shirt was sewed. That dude was
And that is
sewed.
also
In
my
China.
birthday show. It's my birthday, so you got to bring me presents.
No, you're bailing on us
And
for
by
your
President's
actual
No.
Friends,
I wouldn't
bring
be
me
at that
drugs so I
show.
can go to New York and get.
We are gonna have vendors. We're gonna have a fire spinner. We're gonna have a goddamn good time. Saturday, September 18th is Mass Can's 32nd annual Boston Freedom Rally.
Yep, they
It's
pulled it
taking
off.
place in the Boston Common. That's awesome.
Tree used to play that when I was a kid.
Yeah, Tree and Sam Black.
I went up there for when I was 18. It was pretty dope.
Well, they kind of had a.
How old were you then? You must have been 30.
Nah, I was like 25.
Is that what I'm supposed to do on September 18th? I keep thinking I'm supposed to do something on September 18th, and I can't remember.
That would be it. That's the only other thing going on.
Okay. On Saturday, September 25th, our very own Chris Hansen will be hosting the Last Dropout Night, a tribute to John Tierney, right here at the Parlour. Bring cookies. This is going to have some amazing musicians performing, including Jay Burnt, Spaga Hash, Josh Willis.
Willish. I like relish on my hot dog.
Josh Willis.
Willish.
Green Sabbath, Nikki P, Chris.
Isn't
Rosenquist.
Josh Willis
Rosenquist.
playing with Green Sabbath?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Josh
gonna be awesome.
Willish.
Josh Willis.
Green
I mean,
Sabbath.
say it in
It's gonna be loud. Christian Calderon, Gregory Rourke,
Tell him to bring
Nadio,
his,
Nate
tell him to bring his
Cozzolino,
brother Bruce
Becca
too.
Never.
Nevu.
You spelled her
Nevu?
name.
Oh, I didn't do that.
I was busy that day.
Becca Nevea.
That was autocorrect.
I copy and paste.
You know what?
shit.
Ava, isn't she on our show next week?
Yes, and he
She
put
can
Becca
she can
Never.
talk about that. I'll tell you what. That's a cool name anyway.
Well, that's why.
is a good one.
That's why I
Just in,
mispronounced her
John
name.
Tierney's bass player Brad T. O'Brien and his drummer are going to be here. Austin Andrews.
Stephen
They're gonna be
Pava,
here as
Steve
well.
Donovan, and our very own Chris Hansen.
Yeah, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play a little bit early, and then I'm gonna do the
If
drum
anybody
set
gets
at the
sick,
end of
I
the
was
night.
lying. I'm not busy.
It's it is a 6 p.m. start to 2 a.m. What we're gonna do is raise money for for us to master and release John's material. There's so many recordings.
That's fantastic,
We
Chris.
have a set of him on a porch of his buddy's house at 20, playing like all these like funny songs, and it's hilarious stuff. We're just gonna, and he's got a lot of
He was
serious
funny,
material
man.
too.
That was the thing with John is
He was so funny.
hysterical.
He still makes me laugh. You know,
Yep.
it still makes me cry. It's gonna be hard, you know, but what we're trying to do is have fun with this night, like make it exceptionally fun and funny and not. It's dropout night too.
Bring
you know what I'm
cookies.
saying? This is
Oh, we're gonna have fun, but there's gonna be
not
a lot
everybody's
of
going to be playing his tunes, but a
memorism.
lot of his songs are going to be played, and it's going to be like he was here. It's
There's
going to
gonna
be
be
large.
some great stories.
Did he release
guaranteed.
material too?
I've got so many stories, huh?
Did he release material too?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. He's had some live records released, and he did a studio album with Phil Green when he was like 21 at Normandy, and it was a pretty big deal, and it's a great CD. It was just acoustic in his voice. Phil Green was like, just go.
How old was John?
John, when he passed,
Yeah.
he was probably like 46, 7. You know, it happens, man. A lot of the '90s generation kind of is
We
out of
outdid
luck.
ourselves. We outdid
Well,
ourselves.
a lot of us ran hard.
I always used to say Keith Richards, and then I realized I blew up my brain at like 23. I'm like, maybe I don't got that going for me. Maybe I got to chill. Maybe I have chill.
Well, you made it this far. We're proud of you.
That's
Thank you.
it. So
Thank you very much.
Sunday, September 26th, we will be hosting the Big Vafangul with music by the Blue Notes. This is an Italian feast with entertainment and a few special surprises for those who attend. I will not be there. This is at a secret location, and you need to be at 13 Folds Sinner Society member to attend or come down to the Parlour on Tuesdays and find out how to get your own invite. You can also come to the Schism shows, the platform shows also to figure out how to do that too.
Yes.
Check out the new 13folds.com website and join the club now. It's the only true VIP experience for the cannabis culture.
So the menu for that is going to be, we're going to have
Balls of meat.
meatballs
And
and
sausage.
sausage, like in a traditional sauce.
Kind of sad I'm not going to be here for
We're
that
going to
now.
have
Pot
chicken marsala.
sauce, pot pasta sauce has made me sleep.
Pot
Good.
pasta sauce.
Yeah, pot pasta.
Chicken marsala and shrimp alfredo.
Yeah.
Or no, shrimp, I can't remember. Shrimp scampi, that's it.
Shrimp scampi.
Air, land, and
Said
sea.
like a true Rhode Islander.
Scampi kid.
Scampi kid.
Our friend Jessica from
Jessica.
Platforms just messaged me how to get people to be able to come there, how to get tickets, if they can buy tickets at the door.
No, you have to be
no
a member
idea.
to get these, or come talk to us in person. So you got to come down here on a Tuesday night and hit us up.
Jessica.
Or like Jess was saying, just find us at any one of the shows, and we'll let you know how to get involved. So, that being said, I think
Remember
that's
Danny
all.
DeVito in that movie, L.A. Confidential?
Oh,
On the Hush.
On the hush. Keep it on the hush. I love that movie. That was an awesome
That
movie.
movie's awesome.
Corey, you ever
know?
see that movie, L.A. Confidential?
No, but I say that phrase and I never knew where it came from. I guess
Do
I
you
do
watch movies a lot, Corey?
now. No.
No,
I
what
am
do you,
like,
you sit there and play music and write songs, don't you?
Most of the time, but I mean, the movie thing is that I stopped watching. I was never really a big movie guy, but long form, when things like The Wire and long
Wire was
form
dope,
document,
dude.
that's the stuff that I get into because that
I've seen the
spoiled
first
me.
season like 3 times. It's dope.
Right, I watched the whole series. Every time I've gotten a new girlfriend, you know what I mean. I watched it through with them because they haven't seen it yet, so it's like,
Yeah.
it's happened like 5 times.
Why do women like crime drama so much?
Because I want to know how to kill
Why do
people.
I like it so much? I don't know.
They want to know how to
When
get
I
away
asked
with
my
it.
dad why he went to Vietnam, he said because I wanted to kill people. That's funny.
I love watching
a
all
little
the. I like
twisted.
to. I like.
a
There's
little
this other
twisted,
show
but
called
yeah.
Why
It's
Women
honest.
Kill. There's a show called Why Women Kill. Yeah, dude.
The
watch
Wire
it.
was so much more than a crime drama.
Oh, I
you
know.
what
It's
I mean?
no,
Like,
obviously
that's
that.
really why
But I
really
watched some
loved it.
Law and Order, and
Oh,
you know what I'm. Do you watch that?
I mean, I did like in the 90s.
Dude, I have,
I
like-
must have watched 7,000 episodes.
I have 20 seasons. It puts me to bed. That and Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, that's
I
such a
don't know
good
why.
show.
I was so sorry. What's his name? Is it Forrest, the actor of Law and Order? There, the lawyer that was like the constant. Was it Forrest?
No, the lawyer, the
The
cop.
main guy.
You mean
the main guy.
yeah.
He's always there. That he's that comforting
quip.
presence, like the
The
guy you
quip
wish
dude.
was your father or grandfather or something.
The cop.
No, well, he was a lawyer, the head prosecutor guy.
Well, there was Ben Stone. There's Jack.
The guy who was
Jack.
there all the
I don't
way
know. I
through.
never watched that. I don't get into it.
Jack the Ripper.
Oh, there's
died
nobody. All the
semi-recently.
lawyers. All the lawyers go. You're thinking of the cop. You're thinking of Lenny. You're thinking of Lenny Briscoe.
No.
He was the dad in Dirty Dancing. He put Baby in the corner.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
He had the
Not
quips.
thinking of Lenny Briscoe, but he was awesome.
Well, Lenny Briscoe in the show. he was.
real name?
I don't know, but he played a candlestick in Beauty and the Beast. My little sister can attest to that.
All right.
Attest. Whatever.
Was that early in
I
his
can't even
career?
talk. No. He didn't really have a career as far as I know, and like on Broadway and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why we're going here, but I'm gonna go here.
You brought it up.
I did theater.
But
so it all
when he was on Dirty Dancing, that was the shit. You know what I'm saying? That's when he kind of blew up.
no kidding.
You know, he played a good ex-drunk cop with lots of ex-wives. I mean, he always had the good quip. I actually convinced Tara, my wife, that he made those all up. Like it was, I convinced her that it was,
improv?
it was
On the
in his
spot?
contract that he was allowed to make up the joke, and she believed me. And then I told her I was full of shit. But someone
many
actually
years
wrote an
did you let?
article about the very same thing. I had no idea.
And why he really didn't? It
No.
turned out, oh.
No, that was a joke too. Someone else has my sense of humor.
Where? Somewhere. So, what's the songwriting process for you, Corey? I mean, do you start with a story, or do you start with just kind of jamming out and develop the music first, or?
Any way you can.
Almost always the music comes first. Always except for one. I was forced to do the opposite. I'll try to be as succinct as possible. It's a very bizarre process.
Take us through it, man, because
so-
you know what? People think this shit is just normal.
It's different
just
for and
average.
it's different for every artist.
No,
Every artist has.
go deep, man.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, my dad was a professional musician, his dad was a professional musician, so it's,
You
it's
had a
not like
preconceived notion of what it was to be.
well, I mean, like, I was surrounded by it constantly, you know what I mean? Like, my dad's bands, I was always like, he would take me, I was like, I think he had me just so he'd have a roadie,
Okay.
So like, I was always around musicians. So
I was
that-
my dad's roadie too.
That's like how I even like learned. I never took lessons or anything. I just like watched them and asked questions and jam 'em. But I started writing songs before I started playing. I had songs just like in my head, and I had no way to get them out. So that's why I started playing guitar. And I wrote probably, I don't know, whatever, a bunch of crappy songs from then until when I was 19.
You have to. That's the only way to write good ones. You got to get all the
All the
shit
crappy
out.
ones out, right?
You know what I'm saying?
I know there's a lot of artists I can think of who saved some crappy ones for later in their career.
You're not
But when I was like 19, like I had like a series of events that led to like an epiphany, and I threw out all my old songs and I started over again. And ever since then, I've been saving them. And the first song that I wrote inadvertently, it wasn't on purpose. I don't write any of my songs like about something on purpose ahead
Hey
of
man,
time.
stay on that mic. Get it right in your
Oh,
mouth. I want to hear
I'm
everything
sorry.
you're saying. Everyone else does too. Sorry.
So I just I decided that I didn't want to write autobiographically because I just like it's like airing
Do
your
you-
personal dirty laundry. You know what I mean? Like, why would you want to do that?
just
And I saw what happened to my dad. You know
fuck
what I
it.
mean?
You know?
You know, it was just like, that's awkward. I don't want to do that. So, but I still wanted to have the impact of singing in first person sometimes, you know, narration. So I decided, like, well, I'll just do that storyteller thing. And
Characters.
Yeah, right. You know, and I just, for the purposes of that one song, I created a character.
So you're like an
And-
actor too.
And kinda, I mean, like not physically. Like when I'm on stage, I'm not like
No, you're you on stage.
right,
But
but
the
I-
character of the song is
absolutely
acting, like
the
delivery.
exactly. Because sometimes it's like it's diverse. Like there's a lot of my songs that are like it's
Your
a woman
voice.
narrating it, not a man.
Bro,
That-
your
it could be
your
that different.
voice kind of changes too with songs. You know, I've noticed. Like you do have this capability of you know
Becoming
shifting
the
it
other
and,
person.
You know, I've heard you do covers recently, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah,
You know,
it's almost subconscious. Like I don't actively like.
you don't think about doing it.
Right. I don't
Okay.
actively think about it. It's and whenever I'm performing, like I have no idea what I look like, or I usually cannot even see people in front of me. It's like
I feel that.
I'm like off in the ether. I'm still in the bartender's line, and
If I'm having a shit night, then I can see people in the audience. That's true.
yeah, exactly.
I
The
might
worse
even
I'm
be
doing, the
waiting for
better
them to
my
throw
vision
shit
is.
at
I
you.
might even use them to like, you
But
know.
it's good storytelling is what it is. It's just like when you're in, when you're a little kid and your parents are telling you the bedtime stories and they become
That never
characters
happened to
in the
me, but-
book.
all right.
It's that type of storytelling. I
Dave
think
does
it's
not write songs. He might have
Dude,
written one.
I've written some good songs.
Have you?
Just never performed any.
Dave, what
Okay.
kind of stories do you read to
I
your
knew
kids?
you've written one or two.
I
I mean, it's
I
been a
read my
while
kids
since we
like
talked
comic.
about it. Sorry.
My
Yeah,
kids
exactly.
I read my kids comic
Corey, I'm
books.
Right,
sorry.
right.
That's okay.
Anyways,
That's okay. So,
anyways, point being is
the
like
ca-
you have to be able to, I think, to be a good storyteller, to be able to empathize and become something else, to truly write a song about something that you haven't experienced, personally.
But tell us more,
yeah.
Corey.
That's true.
Please.
I mean, if you're
Tell
good
us
at
more.
it, but it's like impossible to be subjective. I mean, objective about yourself, So like, I can't say how good I am at it,
But the music comes first.
Yeah, the music comes first, and that character that I created for that one song, I realized as I got deeper into writing my first album, like it was all about him. It was like I was like, oh, it's a concept album about this character, okay. And then, maybe by a couple years later, when I was like almost done with the second album, I realized that like it's all, that's all related, and so like all the songs that I've been writing ever since 1999, they're all like a giant novel, basically. They're all like vignettes or scenes or whatever, somehow related to the same story.
Yeah, one big story.
That's cool. How does that work out?
Well, I mean, and
You know what I'm just.
it's very weird.
I
how it
fucking
works
so
out.
relate. You know what I'm saying? But like at the same time, I'm like, do you know a good therapist that I could see? 'Cause fuck.
It's very weird how it works out because because at the same time, even though it's like all this one big story, it's not like I go, okay, now I'm gonna write about when him and his
Right.
I literally.
It's like, is it
just
spontaneous?
write.
It just.
I just write. I get a title. I get words. Whatever. I get the music first. Then I start working through it, and then at some point I start to catch on. you know. And by the time it's done, it's like a jigsaw piece, and I can fit it into the puzzle of the bigger story.
Of the
And
bigger
it was,
story,
like,
the
really
set,
hard
which is
in the beginning, you know, because there was only a few pieces. But now, like 20-something years later, it's like getting easier to see where they fit in because there's so many pieces, you know.
Now, being a creative like that, do you find it hard to navigate the actual business side of music?
I hate it, for sure. I've avoided it all my life.
Me too. But why do you avoid it? What is the bullshit that you're sick of, or that?
I mean, to tell you the truth, the business aspect of it is not really what bothers me. I mean, I did a lot of straight, legit business. I managed an angel investor group, believe it or not, and you know, I was a consultant, and then I did a lot of like wearing suits and ties shit, and that's not so bad.
So you don't mind calling the places and booking the gigs or whatever, but
I don't love it, but it's not like a big deal. You know,
some of the
always
politics around playing it that
It's
turns
just-
you off, maybe, or
it's the politics around being the man in the middle,
Yeah.
the front man. You know, like I hate that. You know, so I always, you know, Jody, you know,
yeah.
Maddie in the last
Recently,
band.
you were in a band, The Portals.
Right? Yeah, we were supposed to do this actually.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, we just broke up. We just recorded too.
Are you
so
you
I
have
have a
a
couple.
so you have music coming out?
Yeah. Basically, there was 3 singer-songwriters in the band. That was a really cool thing about it. And so 2 of the songs were my songs. 2 of the songs were Maddie's songs. 1 of the songs was Rob's song. So basically, I'm just releasing the 2 that, you know, that I sang. That I wrote one of them myself. Actually, to be fair, one of them, the music was a collaboration between us.
So you all sat down and did an EP?
Exactly.
You guys should just put it out. You should just put it out, even if it's a one-off. I've seen bands do that. You know,
Yeah,
think of Mad
unfortunately,
Season.
it's
They
a-
put out an album, and then
Yeah.
the homeboy died. You know,
Yeah.
it's like shit happens. You know,
There's no appetite.
for a full EP. So do your own then. Good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna release because we were at the stage of everything was done except for mixing, mastering, and a couple things on my 2 singles. So I
Recording
finished
can be a
those, and
motherfucker,
I'm
dude.
mixing, mastering mine, and I'm hoping that they, you know, go back and finish theirs because they're great song. They're both great songwriters. Like
Yeah.
really, really, really good.
Yeah,
And they're great songs.
that was a pretty powerhouse band. You know.
Yeah.
More to come. More to come. Mordecai? Not that. We're not movie buffs tonight, buddy.
Yeah, I'm like the worst with movies. Like I haven't seen movies that people are just like, what? Everyone has seen that movie. That happens to me all the time.
Really? Like Star Wars, Indiana Jones?
Well, I mean, I've seen the old ones,
You've seen
Yeah.
Indiana
but
Jones?
not since I was a child.
Yeah. I wanted to be that dude, I think.
Oh,
Who,
for
Indy?
sure, Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, Han Solo, like a scoundrel.
Han
You
Solo.
are
Han
a
Solo.
You're close.
Sometimes.
You become
Sam
that
Malone.
guy.
From
My
Cheers.
attitude's
I
kind
wanted
of
to be
shit.
Sam Malone.
Yeah, Sam
He's
Malone,
a
really?
badass too.
That was like,
From Cheers?
yeah, right.
Ted
Dude,
Danson.
yeah, Cheers.
Ted Danson was
I don't know if that
always
show
on
could
my
happen
team
today.
for
That show could
NFL
not
Madden.
happen today.
Dude, season
No.
season 3, episode 9. My favorite episode of Cheers. Isn't that weird that I know that?
I was just
I'll
gonna
tell you
say
why.
that's oddly
odd.
specific.
I'll tell you why, and it's not like some Rain Man thing.
Are you sure?
Or
I'll
is
tell
it?
you why. Norm, someone sits in Norm's stool, and Norm fakes a heart attack to get his stool back.
I actually think I remember this episode.
Dude, it was like I laughed for at least 5 minutes, and that's worthy of remembering the episode.
I loved it. I used to watch that show.
I actually messaged
Constantly.
George Wendt and asked him what episode that was.
Is it bad that growing up I just wanted to be Charlie Sheen's character in 2.5 Men?
That's your age.
Yeah, that is like shitty. I've
He
watched a
'cause
couple episodes of
He
that.
just lived in a beach house in
Shitty.
Malibu, played piano
Fucking
and drank
millennial.
all day because his job was writing jingles. And he like,
Dude, go watch
And
Indiana
slept with
Jones.
mad women.
yeah, he was
Twice.
like
Twice.
that's all I wanted to be.
Dare to be a real man.
He did not have a bad life. for
Charlie
sure.
Sheen's
No.
a motherfucker. I'm telling you.
Character.
He's still alive, though. He's still kicking.
Character.
Yeah, because he drank tiger
Oh, yeah,
blood.
I'm not talking about Charlie
Tiger
Sheen. I'm
blood
talking
cures
about.
When I
Yeah.
say motherfucker, like to each their own, I'm saying
I don't
he's
wanna
all
be
right.
Ted Danson.
Whatever.
Ted
So you're not
Danson
a
was
big
the
movie
man.
buff, but who's your favorite musician?
Oh, I could never say a favorite musician. Like
Top 3.
it's impossible.
Top 3.
Let's
Top
start
3.
with number 5 and work our way down to 1 being best, 5 being.
I don't. I actually like fundamentally oppose the whole idea of ranking artists. I think like applying.
What was some of the first music
that.
you listened to?
The first music I got into was like 80s and 90s modern rock. You know, U2 and REM and all that stuff is what I first got.
That's
into.
what you were listening to in your mom's car.
Yeah. Well, no, my mom's car actually. Like
You know,
I was listening
that
to my
was your
mom's.
first
was
What was she listening
and
to?
she was actually
Yacht
listening to
rock,
some
was
really
it-
good shit. Bonnie
was-
Raitt, Emmylou Harris.
Okay.
Carly Simon. You know, my mom actually had some really good taste in music. So that was.
So
I
that's
did
where
not
you-
appreciate it at the time, but now I do.
Right.
But then when I first could like buy CDs, you know, it was like U2 and REM and you know all that stuff that was
Sure.
happening.
The Pixies. Did you like the
BIU.
Pixies?
I wasn't a big Pixies fan. They're all right.
Okay.
You're the one who turned me on to the Pixies. I wasn't big on the Pixies until
You
met
know, something happened to me with Charlie.
Oasis,
Francis,
like
Black
you
Francis.
know, my favorite band when I was 16, for instance, like because that's kind of the
Oasis?
thing. Like, who's your favorite band when you're 16? You know what I mean? Like, 'cause
Dude, I saw their first show in America. It was at Lupo's.
we were talking about this the other day with the
right?
sneaker. I was there.
Yeah, someone threw a sneaker at.
I was there.
Well, the
we were
singer-
all looking for the guy with like with a sneaker off to beat him up. Like,
and only to be like, to sound like the British. The singer was such a cunt. He sat on the drum riser, and like just was like bored, like I'm in Rhode Island.
That's his
He
thing,
doesn't
man.
understand
That's his
like
thing.
in America, every state has like 2 huge cities. Like we're massive. We're
But that was
crazy.
also when?
And
When was this?
this
This is
was probably 93, 4,
Okay,
94. When did that album break? Maybe.
oh, that was
later
94.
than
That
that,
album came
wasn't
out.
it?
That was 94.
So they came over and they played. They got a sneaker thrown at them, and then they walked off stage. And then the Lupo security was like, "Dude, if you don't get back up there, we're gonna kick your ass." And they went back up and
played
played.
It was.
I Am the Walrus, which was dope
That
as
is
fuck.
It was
The
it was
Street.
like
Dude, they were cool. They
mean,
meant no
it's
harm.
whatever.
Finished their set.
were-
they
That's all
were
that matters.
massive
They were playing a character.
everywhere
dude.
else but America. So I think it was just offensive to his ego.
I think they were
that-
good at.
that
I mean, MTV played them all the time.
Yeah,
I
they were
liked
big in
Oasis.
America.
but not so much on the first album. Like they did get big in
Bro,
America
you were
on
a
the
fan.
second album.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
not
for
saying
sure.
I'm not a fan, but I was kind of turned off that night a
Oh,
little
of
bit by
course.
their,
How
know.
would you not get turned off by Liam Gallagher?
I'll be honest though, they did
the
sound really
1990s.
good.
I
No.
like
They were good.
I mean-
I was a Radiohead guy though. That was my shit.
Yeah.
I love Radiohead too.
Are you a Radiohead fan?
Oh, massive.
Yeah?
Well, I mean, I shouldn't say that.
So let's put 'em on the- no, you can say it. Put it-
Benz and OK Computer, I'm a massive fan of.
Are you
Okay,
trying
the
to-
Benz and OK Computer are dope albums.
Yeah.
You're a Radiohead
Oh, I
fan.
love Radiohead. Yeah.
Dave's a sick. He has some
I've done
sick,
artwork with that.
sick shit. You have like a collection.
Yeah. But
It's pretty
Radiohead was,
dope.
I won a contest for a poster in college.
Dave does
and
art.
and we got 4 tickets to get in the front row VIP area. So it's like we were
Did you get to
right
meet
up
them?
in front. No, but
That's
we were
lame.
like right there with them, like playing on. So it was cool. My buddy passed out. He got way too high.
I just want to
I spent
say.
half the show in the VIP.
I want to
tent with
say
my
no,
friend
no
Milkbone.
Jeff Buckley, no Benz. I honestly, if Jeff Buckley didn't come out, I don't think they would have had an album like the Benz. He was a huge.
He was a big
influence
influence on them? I
Huge.
didn't know that.
Huge.
What was the coolest show you've ever been to growing up? Like the one that sticks out in your mind the most? Like,
Not Oasis.
I mean,
I'm not that impressed. You
not
remind me of
easily
Bobby
impressed.
De Niro.
No. It's
I
not
don't
like
know.
that. It's like
little bit.
I don't really enjoy going to concerts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I enjoy giving concerts. you know?
Cool.
I always want to be. I always want to play.
I used to
don't-
say that
I don't
shit
like
to
being
my
in the
brother.
audience.
well, I
like
haven't
playing.
been to a concert in
You know
a
what's
while.
cool?
It's always shows that I've thrown.
Right. Same.
Being a sound guy, what's really cool is either, working like the
I kinda
monitors at
wanna
a
let us on
fucking
someday.
killer show, or being on the sidelines at a really killer show. I'll
Yeah.
do that any day.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen like lots of cool
There's
motherfuckers
exceptions,
play on the
definitely.
sidelines. You
There's
know what I'm saying?
exceptions, definitely.
When the Flaming Lips came to Providence, I was on the sidelines in a Yo Gabba Gabba going.
See, I've never. I mean, I was on the sidelines like my dad's gigs when I was little. That's I never got into
Right.
any cool guns. I mean, I saw some. Don't get me wrong. I've seen a lot of cool artists like Outkast and Sting, and that were like gave great shows. But it's
If you
not
could-
like anything stands out to me.
What if you could play
like,
with anybody you want, alive or dead?
Oh,
What if you could? I mean,
Jerry Garcia.
really?
Sure.
Jerry Garcia band or the Grateful Dead, or just him and you?
Well, why not have the Dead? I mean, why take a piece of the Dead when you can have the whole thing?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, I do love
Put
Jerry
Phil
Garcia
Lesh
band,
on a
especially
leash.
the original '75 lineup. That was
With the Mountain
amazing.
Girl, is that her name? Mountain Girl?
They had Elvis's drummer Ron Tutt. They had Nicky Hopkins on piano, and of course, John Conn, his drug buddy on bass always.
All right, so we've been yakking for a good.
You know what they
half
say: if you
hour
can't
now.
Doing a
follow your
great
dreams, follow the dead.
Yeah.
We got to play
We stopped
some
at
That's what they
music.
used
16
to
on my
say.
influences, though. Like, people are gonna think I'm gonna wait. Like, I did move on to other things.
Right.
Well, we gotta play some music and then some sponsors. You're listening.
You
to-
got to
How
play
about that
music,
keyboard?
baby.
You have to play music. We'll play
Wonderland
sponsors
Smoke Shop.
afterwards.
Why, did you want me to play the keyboard now?
Northeast Alternatives.
Yeah.
Dave, did you just get high?
Oh
I
God,
just
dude!
saw
I am
his
so
eyes.
wicked.
It's fucking.
I was high like
You need to
a
wear this
half
shit.
hour ago.
Were you?
Oh yeah.
All right, we're switching to piano, and we're moving.
And then we're moving on.
We're moving to the Twilight Zone.
Oh, and Turptown Throwdown,
Yeah,
our new
Turptown.
sponsor. We can't forget them, man.
All my
They
friends
throw
are dead.
an awesome event. But in the meantime, we're gonna have Corey play another couple songs for you, and then we'll be back with a word from our sponsors. You're listening to 13 Folds live at the Parlour on Lemonadio.high.
Panic attack in a jazz town signature. I passed the ball basket to a bootleg minister. His honky tonk piano hall is like a hotel prisoner. Part-time bougie bone his eyes for the needle. Mainline runner trying to sweat out the evil blood. Riding cheap, everything looks grim when you're waiting on the Reaper's son. Waiting on the Reaper's son. Waiting on the Reaper. It's psychosomatic how the tears wax lyrical. Vice grip on the steel balls of destiny. All you need's a miracle. The gods must test me. Love is just the vehicle, son. Love is just the vehicle. Love is just the vehicle. Love is just the vehicle. Poor Christopher should've listened to it. Try to turn a two-step to a waltz. When all the doors are tramps and all the floors are bolts, well, there ain't no shame being on the fence. Quicksand can't cause us how you pay the rent. Your fortune got framed 'cause there ain't nobody to blame. Being what you always been. Ain't nobody to blame. Being what you always been. Being what you always been. Being what you always been. bell. I spent half of my life picking up all this bloody mess. I probably spent the other half picking up after myself. If I'm lucky, if I'm lucky, Granddaddy was a rum runner, baby. My daddy, he just ran. Mama had the devil in her hand, and without the needle in her hand, she could barely stand. Music helping me to bomb throw baby. Times it leaves me alone. Rat race without a warm embrace. Ain't love the only vehicle that can make a hurt into a hole. Son of a rum runner, son of a gun. Yellow sky behind a blue sun, just a mask behind a mask, bleeding on his conscience floor. Walls are closing in fast, and all them doors are locked. And airtight seams, was it all just? Granddaddy burned houses for Italians up on Federal Hill. Mama never wanted to be married to a monster, but it was her dad as well. Sometimes love can kill. I'm going like a soul train, either an inferno or an icicle. A woman like you needs a man like me, like a fish needs a bicycle. Ain't love a miracle? Son of a rum runner, son of a gun. Yellow sky behind a blue sun, just a mask behind a mask, eating on his conscience floor. Walls are closing in fast, baby, and all them doors dream? Was it all just a dream? Sipping brown sugar whiskey in a raincoat, staring at the telephone. Your mama's mama was a purebred gypsy, love's the only vehicle that can take you home.
Northeast Alternatives is Massachusetts' most awarded medical and adult use dispensary, located in Fall River, Mass. Now serving adults 21 plus from all states with a valid ID. Visit their shop at 999 William S. Canning Boulevard, Fall River, Mass. Or visit their website at anyalternatives.com to see their full menu.
Wonderland Smoke Shop carries all of your e-cig, hookah, and tobacco products, as well as an assortment of imported and fine cigars. There is also a vast selection of rigs, mods, and glass for the connoisseur. Wonderland is a great smoke shop for all of your needs. With great prices, great service, and family atmosphere. From special orders to new products, their honest and trustworthy staff will exceed all your expectations. Visit Wonderland Smoke Shop in Warwick, Rhode Island at 666 East Ave. Don't forget to follow them on Facebook and tell them 13 Fold sent you.
Lemonadio.
Did you ever hear of anyone smoking dried mushrooms? What? Oh, nothing. Skip it.
Providing relief from dry mouth since 2020.
Tell me who it is, damn it. You got 5 seconds to tell me who the hell this is.
Lemonadio.
Welcome back to 13 Folds Live at the Parlour on Lemonadio.com. And we're here with Corey Silva. And that was a trilogy? Is that what you were saying? That was a awesome.
I do a lot of that bullshit, like where I have like, you know, there's like villains number 1, like 1 through 3, and there's like 3 more in the works of the villains. There's 3 Goodbye Honey Mustard Angels. There's 3 It's All in Your Heads. I have a lot of series, but this is just more like parts. Like it's because it's those other examples are not songs that go together. They can be, you know, they're just united by like a theme or a storyline, whereas this one, the pieces all fit together like in 3 parts. It's called The Reverse Homesick Pandemic Isolation Ragtime. Say that 3 times fast.
It's a mouthful.
So,
well, each
That's
song
what
has
he
its own
said.
individual name that's much more convenient.
So obviously, then you were creative during the whole pandemic phase.
I did. I got a lot of stuff done, but I mean, not that much more. I always kind of spend an obsessive amount of time writing songs.
Yeah.
I mean, except for like, whatever. There was a gap where I didn't, you know, like for 7 years, I only wrote like 2 songs. But like before that and after that, it's just like obsessively.
Well, yeah, because when I asked you to come on the show, I was like, okay, it's got to be all original songs. You're like, I have 150.
I really don't know the
That's
exact
quite
number.
amazing. And they're all of that quality.
I mean, I think so, but I mean, like, well, obviously, who cares what I think about?
Do you have them recorded?
I don't have all of them recorded, but I would guess I probably have over 100 of them in some form. Like, you know, like live or a demo, acoustic demo. Studio-wise, I probably only have like 20-something of them. But in some form, I probably have like, I would say, you know, at least 2/3 of them, if not more, you know, in some kind of form. Even if it's just those stupid Instagram videos, you know, where I'm just playing it by myself, just to get it out. Because what happened was when I took that 7-year break, when I took that 7-year break where I only finished 2 songs, you know, instead of like whatever, the 80 I had written in the 5 years before, I went back to it and all I had was the lyrics. Like, I didn't write out charts for the music. Like, I just remember it in my head. But
Right.
then I just didn't look at them for 7 years. So
That's hard.
there was like at least about a dozen of them, I'd say, that I couldn't remember the music. So
I have
that's
some of
the
that.
only time where I've ever had to have the lyrics and then write music to it.
We're not
Yeah.
we're not getting any younger either. So
Right, exactly.
know.
Like I assume I'm gonna lose my voice in like no more than 10 years. You know?
I don't know. I don't want to ask. How old are you?
I'm 41.
41. Paul McCartney's still singing. He didn't lose his voice till like maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's true. And it's funny you say that because like I actually went when I was on.
Did you go to see him?
No, I was on a plane coming back from California visiting my sister with my dad, and it just so happened Paul McCartney came on, like his new album at the time. I think it was Flaming Pie or something.
Okay.
And you know, at this time,
Flaming pile of shit.
yeah, of course, right. Yeah.
He might have had a couple, maybe.
I mean, you know.
I liked Wings.
I mean,
Wings
that's
were
different.
awesome.
He
Dude,
was still a young man.
when John Lennon died, Paul McCartney, or after he played with Michael Jackson, one of the two, he was screwed after that. He could not write a fucking song to save his
Some
life.
people
gets
think
screwed
Paul
after they
McCartney was
play with
replaced
Michael
by an imposter,
I mean,
Dude,
That is a
okay,
theory.
he has a couple I liked.
like Avril
Since then.
Lavigne.
I would,
But
I
not
would
many.
agree with you 100%. But I would say that about.
He wrote that album with Elvis Costello, whatever. I don't know.
I-
I'm sorry, we're off
I think
subject.
that happens to almost every writer. Like even Bob Dylan, you know.
Some people should retire, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I mean, they may people like gave him a Grammy in '97 and pretended that was a good that.
How many albums has
Just encouraged him to
1983
do
is the last
more.
time Bob Dylan made a masterpiece.
Yeah.
You know?
How many albums has Springsteen put out with no hits lately?
And no good songs. And
Yeah,
hits.
like retire, dude. Let
yeah.
someone else come up
Or
and play.
U2. You know, U2 hasn't had a good album
Fuck.
since 1997.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care if they still make records or not. I never cared if they made records or not. Although I know people that have, and
know,
I
I mean,
respect
like-
their tastes.
They're not really like. I like.
They
them
don't
when I was-
suck,
I
dude.
like
They're
them when I
fucking
was
pretty
12
good.
and, you know, when I was young, they're not
Sure.
really my cup of tea anymore.
Streets have
But
no
at the
name on the
same
top of a
time-
record store.
They did make really good records for 2 decades, and there's almost
Are you kidding?
nobody who did
Absolutely.
that. You know what I mean? So I gotta kind of give them begrudging respect for that.
Well, they probably just get
Bro.
bored doing their old stuff over and over and
That's
over
exactly
again.
what they
you
do.
know?
When they switched
And
over,
that's
That's what they
like
do is
yeah.
the same
What was
stuff.
that,
over-
Zooropa?
they're like greatest hits.
Zooropa. Do you
Zooropa,
remember that?
it was
That was a
93.
fucking sick record.
Exactly.
The one before that was pretty sick.
Octone Baby.
Baby.
I think that's their best record.
I'm not saying I'm not a fan. I'm just saying like whatever.
No, but
Well, you
they've
got
been,
pretentious.
They don't
Yes,
need
too.
me, man.
they've been shit for 2 decades though.
I don't know. I mean, dude, they're songwriters. Some people love that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, right? I mean,
Everybody runs out of ideas at some
you
point.
do your best. You hope that it's good enough, or at least you try. You know?
Yeah, I think.
I don't want to
Well,
disparage
no
you
try,
too,
only-
but you
only
know.
Oh,
do.
I mean, why not? I mean, remember that
Go to
South Park
that.
episode?
I don't think it fucking matters. They're
About
so
Bono?
rich. What?
Did you see that South Park episode about Bono?
Yeah,
don't know.
Talk
that's-
about nailing it.
I saw the one
That's
where
what I mean. He's become wicked
where the Cure
pretentious.
fucking fought
It's hard to like
Barbara
people like-
Streisand.
Exactly.
It's hard to
episode
root for
nailed
them.
it on the head. It's like, why can't I like this guy? And then make up the whole story because he's actually a giant piece of shit.
It's
you know?
just because there's nothing came of it. Nothing came of any of that shit. Like there was shit, there was Elvis, and then shit came of Elvis. You know what I'm saying? Before Elvis, there was Howlin' Wolf, or whatever. You
Yeah,
know,
it
and shit came of
progressed.
that. And then the 70s happened, and maybe the 80s came of that. 90s happened, and then nothing came of
Nothing.
that because all the people that cared about music stopped. They sold their interests. You got fucking Hellmans, dude, like signing bands.
I don't know, man. There's been
Yeah.
a lot of great music out
But
with,
it didn't
with
get
the
big.
technology, but
And it
yeah.
only was
That's
so
because-
far. The things that are
the
big
thing.
are like
Never good.
Save Britney, like I don't know, dude. The
The
make
biggest
the
band
band
in the world
make
hasn't
the
been
band.
good since the 20th century.
Yeah,
Literally.
yeah. What the fuck is wrong with us,
Like
dude?
whoever is the
It's-
biggest band at the moment.
You know what? People who care
it's
about
never
music
good.
need to fucking band together and make music happen again. Like Seattle happened because all those bands supported each other. There was no gatekeeper. They were all got like Sub Pop going and fucking
You are preaching to the choir.
boom.
man. I've been
But it was a
saying that
matter
all
of a
feels like-
community. It was built around a community that all went it
Well,
out.
when
and
I hear that
supported
you have
music.
150 fucking songs, dude,
Ish.
you know, ish.
It could be 148, could be 153.
It
It's a
fucking
big
breaks my
ish.
goddamn heart that some fucking schlep who's like way past their prime is still fucking pulling in bucks where someone like you is,
Yeah,
talking
I would
us.
like the money, although I gotta say I wouldn't like the fame.
fuck fame, dude. I just want to pay my house off and retire.
You know what? I was having a
I'm with
conversation with
you.
a guy in my band, and I was like, you know what's the perfect level of fame, is Max Creek. Like, those guys
Yes.
Just
can
Rhode
pay
Island.
their bills just fine. They play
Sure.
to big crowds, but they
Dude,
can
they're
walk
awesome
anywhere
people.
and no one would know
No
who
one
the hell
knows
they
who the
No.
hell they are.
No.
I would.
Tabloids don't talk
I
about
would.
them.
I would
you
know who they are.
You
you're a
would
real
because
fan
you
of the
work with them
band.
from the living room.
I worked at the living room. I've done their sound. I've hung
Right.
out with them. They are fucking the coolest old
Exactly.
people in the world.
Exactly. That's what I mean. And because
And they're only as old as they feel, but I'm sure they're feeling old these days. Mark and
they didn't have to go
John
through
there.
the process of being a celebrity. Like,
Well,
when somebody
Scott-
does that and doesn't turn into a jerk, it's very
Scott
amazing.
Morawski is a I would say he's a celebrity. I mean, he plays with Mike Gordon from Fish and all the dude. He gets around. He's a good
Oh
guitar
yeah,
player. He's
but
a
I'm
sick
saying
motherfucker.
he doesn't have to deal with
He's
the
not
bad aspects of
recognizable.
it. Yeah, he's not he doesn't get recognized by people unless they're
don't
into
know.
his band.
Not by mainstream, but by
Exactly.
the hippies.
A member of
That's,
By the
that's the
hippies.
good part. You want your
Sorta.
fans to recognize you.
a member
you like
of
All
hippies.
the other people.
a member of
I
String
love
Cheese.
hippies.
A member of String Cheese Incident told me that if you can get 1,000 people to buy anything that you put out, you're set for life.
Yeah, right. If you can regularly
That's
consistently
like critical
monetize
mass
1,000
where you're on your
customers,
way.
Yeah.
For sure, all day long. But that's a lot harder than it sounds.
Sure.
Yeah.
If you're not on TikTok,
Right. Or if you're not just with the
if you
the times.
make
It's like
1,000
this.
friends, baby.
I have a hard time giving away 1,000 things, much less
Exactly.
selling it.
I've
you
given
know?
away every CD.
I gave away thousands and
Oh, I did
thousands
Yeah.
of cookies.
Nobody would pay
Oh,
for
yeah.
that shit.
Good times.
Always comes back to
good
cookies with
advice.
you, doesn't it? You fucking
Has
can't
to.
let go.
Corey, can we play some tunes?
Oh yeah.
I think we got it.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
I think it's
Isn't this
time.
the last one?
Tunes to
Why
bring
don't
us
we let-
out.
Isn't this
Tunes,
the,
yeah.
Isn't this the end?
Yeah.
Why don't we
it's-
let Corey bring us
This
out?
is out. We're out.
Corey-
You're doing it, Corey.
Corey, it's messed up because I know we have so much more to talk about, and we will.
2 hours isn't
Do
enough.
we get to talk again later after this, or that's it? This is
It's
it?
we're
This is-
over.
this is
I don't
farewell.
know.
We babbled on
I might
so
be
much
signing
on
off.
that.
Farewell,
Second
goodbye,
installment.
ask
To
you
the
to
cloud
stay
people.
tonight.
I hope you enjoyed our ramblings.
But we can
So
talk.
so before you play though, do you have any events or anything coming up that you're going to be performing at that you'd like to promote?
Well, like I said, my band literally just broke up, so I'm finishing out their dates that they had booked.
All
You know,
right.
as a solo artist. But so like, you know, and I got my new single coming up, 2 new singles coming out soon. But then, you know, you can't go online right now yet.
Do you have a
Still gotta mix and
.com?
master 'em. I don't. I have a YouTube. You know, if you search
Okay.
Corey J Silva, because there's no other Corey J Silvas.
I got some of your links in the
SoundCloud,
video
YouTube,
description too. Let me see what I got in there
Instagram,
for you.
and I'll be on Spotify.
Folks,
and
check
all
'em
that
out.
Stuff, so.
Yeah, check out.
I
the-
found your SoundCloud.
real
Are you
deal.
active on SoundCloud?
I'm not active on it any much lately. I just kind of went back on there, so I realized.
But you said
Like
YouTube.
I said,
the
the
YouTube.
real
Your
deal.
YouTube link is in our video description, so anyone can check that out.
beautiful. Yeah,
Awesome.
that's the best place. That's the most stuff on it. But I will be on all the streaming
Oh,
services
like a
soon. Once those singles come
like
out,
a
I'm putting my
rose.
back catalog on there.
So so anyway, all right, guys. Thanks for joining in tonight. You
Thank our
listen-
sponsors.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can
Thank
say
you,
what
Northeast
want.
Alternatives.
Smile at me.
Thank you,
Thank
Wonderland.
you, Wonderland Smoke Shop. You know, if you can say it. And- oh,
I'm
thank you,
just
Turptown.
helping you out over here.
Turptown, Northeast
your eyes are
Alternatives.
so.
Everybody who smokes
I
pot
drank
on
the
the
Kool-Aid
planet,
tonight.
and even the
I
ones
went a
that
bit
don't smoke
overboard.
pot, you just don't know what you're missing.
It was after
People who are allergic to pot, I'm sorry.
after a weekend with kids. I needed this.
I feel like
you know?
Team Mom over here, like helping you out, like
if
I'm
I
like
didn't
holding
have
up
this-
the cue cards for you on the
Well,
stage.
you were here. That's why I made sure. I didn't have notes all night. I let you.
I'm gonna go bridge
I put
jumping.
it
You
all in
did
your
good.
hand.
I
You
didn't have a
did
set
good, you did
list,
good.
So we're even.
All right, Corey, take it away.
Hey, Corey, depression looks like us.
That's funny because it's true.
We got a new follower tonight. I don't know who that is.
Sentimental Haunted by the dead, sad fears, spurred by their dreams, hot tears, lessons that you learn, until they fade away, fade away, fade away. Cadence of the dance is times as such. Capable of every touch. It don't ever really come too much unless you really press and push the envelope. 'Cause it's your rope, and it's your rope. When you count by the sun, touch of a woman. Caught by the sun, touch of a woman. Caught by the sun, touch of a woman. Caught more than by the sun, touch of a woman. Of a woman. Sentimental fool, and oh, my love, I never knew true. Oh, I might as well be reading more. My soul, lessons that you learn until they fade away, fade away, fade away. Liberated by the soul, touch of a woman. Talking about the soul, touch of a woman. Talking about the soul, touch of a woman. Liberated by the soul, touch of a woman. Owned by the soul. Of a woman. Please don't turn around, chase me, Mr. 5-0. Please don't turn around, chase me, Mr. 5-0. 'Cause I got $1,500 at Junk Street, China White in the back of the trunk, motherfucker. Oh, 'cause I had to take a ride off the Providence Gus, man. The Fall River shit's cut with concrete dust. take a ride up to Providence, Gus, man, the Fall River shit's cut with concrete dust, and I'm dying fast enough. As near as I can tell, I'm dying fast enough for the both of us. Can't let it break me. Can't let it break me. No. This game's been rigged right from the start. As near as I can tell, this game's been rigged up just to bleed our hearts. Ain't I done? Ain't I done? Ain't I done? Ain't I done fast enough? Ain't I dying? Ain't I dying? Ain't I done?
Northeast Alternatives is Massachusetts' most awarded.
You don't have to, man, if it's a hassle. Just on the cuff in a moment fell home love. My soul's been roped and absorbed the road, I just can't get enough. 'Cause it's your love I want, silly girl. It's your love that haunts my lonely world. You push and shove and it and it's your love I want, silly girl. Make you steal from a spirit's hand, make me feel like a big strong man. Even sugar when you're coming, show you how to make love to a woman. Dolphins in the crowd, two horse beating lies the pain. Old walls built soldiers crumbling as it cuts the quick. Old fears just disappear like a mama's shred. It's all you owe, baby, I'm your man. I got the spirit of God to guide my hand. And I got the light of the stars, I got the heart of gold, man. And if it's love you want, baby, I'm your man. Make you steal from the spirit's head. Make me feel like a big strong man. Flesh from head to toe. Wrap my hands right around my hands right around your throat. It's your mother girl. Fate's a tricky lover. No other seems to say she did. My heart knows no reservations, doubts, regrets, or hesitations. Fear ain't only separation from my love. Make you steal from spirit's head. Make me feel like a big strong man. It's your flesh from head to toe. Wrap my hands right around your, wrap my hands right around your throat. Waiting fed up to lay you night. All that my can stay. Won't struggle to explain, cause it just wouldn't be no good. And some things can't be told, only understood. And I think you understand. I think you understand. You understand.
Northeast Alternatives is Massachusetts' most awarded medical and adult use dispensary, located in Fall River, Mass. Now serving adults 21 plus from all states with a valid ID. Visit their shop at 999 William S. Canning Boulevard, Fall River, Mass. Or visit their website at anyalternatives.com to see their full menu.
Wonderland Smoke Shop carries all of your e-cig, hookah, and tobacco products, as well as an assortment of imported and fine cigars. There is also a vast selection of rigs, mods, and glass for the connoisseur in you. Wonderland is a great smoke shop for all of your needs. With great prices, great service, and family atmosphere. From special orders to new products, their honest and trustworthy staff will exceed all your expectations. Visit Wonderland Smoke Shop in Warwick, Rhode Island at 666 East Ave. Don't forget to follow them on Facebook and tell them 13 Fold sent you.
Lemonadio.
Did you ever hear of anyone smoking dried mushrooms? What? Oh, nothing. Skip it.
Providing relief from dry mouth since 2020.
Tell me who it is, damn it. You got 5 seconds to tell me who the hell this is.
Lemonadio.